friends, today we will start with the numericals on fin. So till now we have seen the derivation of fins. We have considered the two cases, the case number one, that is the fin which is of infinitely long length, and the case number two, that is the fin with adequate length and which is insulated at the tip. So we will use this uh, two cases and then we will see the numericals on this. So let's see what is given. I will read the statement. A long rod of 25 centimeter diameter is given, has one end maintained at 100 degrees centigrade. The surface of the rod is exposed to the ambient air at 25 degrees with a convective heat transfer coefficient of 10 watt per meter square Kelvin. So you have been asked two things. First, what are the heat loss from the rods if it is constructed of pure copper? The K value it is given, and if it is constructed of stainless steel, again the K value it is given. So this is one thing. Second, estimate how long the rod must be to be considered as an infinite. So this is the second thing that have been asked. So let's start with the numerical. What is given? This is a rod is given like this, right? So the dimension it is not, we don't know the length. Okay. So what is given? The diameter it is given 25. The base temperature it is given T0, that is 100 degrees. The surrounding temperature it is given as 25 degrees. The H value it is given. Here the H value it is given 10. Now if I make this rod of copper, what will be the heat loss? And if I make this rod of this pin of stainless steel, what will be the heat loss? So these two things we are supposed to find out, right? So let's start with the numerical now. So heat transfer from an infinitely long fin can be calculated by this formula. We have seen this formula in the derivation itself. So Q fin, that is equal to under root HP KAC T0 minus T infinity. So this is the formula for infinitely long fin. So the perimeter is pi into D. If you put the values, you will get the perimeter. Similarly, the cross-sectional area is pi by 4 d square. So you know the diameter, it is given in the numerical 25 mm. So just substitute the value, you will get the value of AC. So in this way, we have found out the value of AC and the value of P. The value of H and K it is already given. So now we will apply this formula for first copper and then we will apply this formula for stainless steel and find out the heat loss. So for copper, the K value is how much? It is given as 398. So if you substitute the value, okay, all the values, T0 it is given, T infinity it is given. So if you substitute all the values and do the calculation, you will get the heat loss from the fin which is made up of copper is 29.3 watt. So this is the heat loss from a copper fin. Now same calculations we will do for the stainless steel. But the only change here it is the K value for the stainless steel it is how much? 14 watt per meter Kelvin. So use the same formula, only the K value will change. So after doing the calculation, so heat loss from a stainless steel fin is how much? 5.5 kilowatt. So from this you can judge that the heat loss from a copper fin it is at the higher side as compared to the heat loss from the stainless steel fin. So this type of question you usually get in the exam. Why the heat transfer from the copper fin it is high? Because of the thermal conductivity. So this is a very easy bit as it is a basic numerical. Thus copper fin transfer more heat than the steel fin of the same size. Right? Now we will see the second case. What is the estimate how long the rod must be to be considered as infinite? Right? So this is the second case that we will be considering. So all of you know that when we consider a fin of an infinitely length, after some time what will happen? If this is the graph of the temperature versus the fin length, and this line it indicates the atmospheric temperature. After some time what happens? the fin will attain the temperature of the surrounding. So when the fin will attain the temperature of the surrounding, what will happen? There will be no heat loss from the tip of the fin. Why? Because it has attained the surrounding temperature. So we can do what thing? We can equate the equations. Since there is no heat loss from the tip of the infinitely long fin, therefore we can consider this part, from this part, that the fin is insulated. So what we will do, we will equate the equations. This is the first equation for an infinitely long fin, and this equation is nothing but the equation for a adequately long fin with insulated at the tip. So what you will do, so this equation, I hope it is very much clear, because after particular length, if the fin attains the temperature of the surrounding, what will happen? There will be no heat loss from the tip of the fin. Why? Because it has attained the atmospheric temperature. So now we can assume that the fin is acting as an insulated at the tip. So just we have equated these two equations. The first equation is nothing but the heat transfer from an infinitely long fin, that is equal to heat transfer from an insulated fin. So these are the two equations, just I have equated it. So if this goes to the this side, left hand side, if I bring this to the left hand side in the denominator, what I get? This and this will get cancelled. So what I am left with, tan h ml, that is equal to 1. So this is very important, you have to pay attention from here now. So if this part it goes to the denominator, right, what I am left with, tan h ml, that is equal to 1. But if I do the calculation at 1, what I get, tan h1, that is equal to infinity. So what we do the calculation just before 1, that is nothing but tan h ml should be equal to 0.99. So if you do the calculation, you will get the results now. So tan h ml, that is equal to 0.99. So if I take the inverse, okay, tan h inverse I take, so that ml, it comes out to be 2.65 kilo, 2.65. So this is the value of ml. Now you know the value formula for m. What is the formula for m? The formula for m is equal to under root hp upon kac, right? So you know the value of h, you know the value of perimeter, you know the k value of the copper, you know the cross sectional area. So just substitute the value, you will get the value of m as 2.65. So if you substitute, what is this? The infinite length will be, this much will be the infinite length, that is 1.32 meter for a copper. Similarly, for the stainless steel, the length comes out to be 0.24 meter. So this is nothing but the second bit. So the only thing you're supposed to keep it in mind here, that if the length is infinite, after some time the heat loss from the fin will be 0. Why? Because the fin tip has attained the temperature of the surrounding. So due to this, we can assume it as a insulated fin. So just equate this equation, you get tan h ml is equal to 1, and if you take the inverse of this, you get ml is equal to 2.6. So you're not calculating at 1, you're calculating just before 1. You will get the exact results, right? So we are calculating at 0.99. So 0.99, if you take the inverse of 0.99, tan inverse 0.99, so you get ml at 2.65. Now just substitute the value of m. So in this way you will get the length. So this is what is the numerical all about. So we have found out the heat loss from the copper fin, the heat loss from the stainless steel fin. Also we have found out how long the rod must be to be considered as infinite. So if we consider the length of the copper fin as 1.32, it will be considered as infinite. So I hope you have understood the basic numerical very well. This type of numericals are usually asked in the Pune University exam for 6 weeks. So I hope you have understood the numerical well. Thank you. Till then, keep watching. Happy learning.